Welcome back, YouTube. So in this video, we're going to address a couple things here. Primarily, we're going to pick up where we left off in the last video, which is I was giving out the cues for a potential run here in Dogecoin as we're getting this set up about a week ago. And so we are very close now to that setup fulfilling itself. Even the bull here that we are seeing, which is kind of why we're getting the rejections, where we're getting them right now. This is pretty much us filling. You have the bottoming out here, then you'll have the retest, which is where we're at roughly right now. We're retesting to go on the next like ascension. We've had some rejections here off of the high 9.7s, and I know we briefly broke above 9 today so far. Right now we haven't been able to hold, but we're still doing well here. We're still holding above the 72. And that's kind of what I'm leading up to. This is what we talked about in the last video, is when we have this crossing of the 14 and the 72, typically that is a very bullish indicator. As a matter of fact, the last time we had the 14 cross the 72, we were at, what is this here, 6 cent, and we had the run all the way up to, I want to say 11, roughly 11 cent, 10.6. That was the last time we had this cross here, but with the golden cross, at least to the upside. And we had the cross here, which would be known as the death cross, back here in early January, and we did not see a huge sell-off. We were able to bottom out around, we got some rejections off the mid 7s and then recover relatively quickly. So this is a very good sign here because we didn't give up the gains that we got from the last movement, and this is positioning us to potentially see the next run of this leg up. So the biggest catalyst here, we have some minor ones here. As we're charting this, we'll go over some of the minor ones, but the major ones, as far as for the retest of going to the higher high, is obviously going to be around the 9.6 and up here around the 10.6. So pretty much that penny range there is going to be the catalyst here for us going up to some of those higher levels. So if we take a look, we'll go back to, there we go. So I'll go back here and I'll put fib back on here. And this is going to coincide here as far as the breaking out of this zone, which is kind of where we've been consolidated at. It's a pretty wide zone. It's not as narrow as one of the ones down here. But ultimately, this zone here has been our, I won't say like our bottom, but our consolidation zone, right? And it aligns perfectly. I want to show it to you without fib, but it aligns perfectly with where we're getting the rejections from. And so that 9.4 to 9.6 is going to be where we're looking to retest to break out here and go into the next zone here. The next zone, if we fulfill it, will take us to 11 cent. This is what I was saying. This next run could put us in trajectory for us heading toward 12 cents. So everything is looking good in that retrospect. I know some people were comparing it to BTC, and I will take a quick glance here at that. But I wanted to show you the halving is coming up. That's a different catalyst that's propelling BTC. After this halving, the BTC is going to be more rare than gold. The block rewards are going down. So this is why you have this cross here, the 14 and the 72, and you have like this run to heaven here. So that's a completely different catalyst that's driving BTC. And BTC, especially the next few halvings, is just going to be more astronomical just because of the rewards are being chopped down so much. So that's the where you've been able to kind of trace BTC and Doge over the last few runs. It's going to be a little different going forward here just because of the scarcity of the BTC rewards that are coming out. So just going to keep that in mind when you're doing your comparisons, that say that, okay, not necessarily saying that the market has changed, but the relationship between them is going to be a different widening. So based off of what you've been able to kind of track over like the last 8 years or so, if you're looking at charts in history. So let me take a look here before I address Coinbase, and let's take a look here and see if shorts are responding. Nope, shorts have been off the face of, not say off the face of the earth, but they're pretty flat here. So no significant increase from them. I'm sure once we have a confirmed breakout, we'll kind of go from there. Like right now we're at 863. So this is the green candle forming here. I'd say another 24 to 48 hours, we'll have confirmation of the golden cross here, and we'll fill this bowl You'll see the bowl here between these candles, and this the retest at around like 918, 9 to like 96 here to the higher levels. And you'll even see the bowl here represented in the 14-day. That's this yellow line here. And the 72 is obviously the orange line. So this is what I'm talking about, crossing up to the up range, not down. But yeah, so this is pretty much positioning us to have that next run. So I am really enthused about that, and to see how we're going to fare against these retests. And the best thing I like about this movement, and even not consolidating at a lower, going to like lower lows, but this setup here potentially going to like a higher high, is because this is without a lot of the major catalysts or the hype or Elon pushing it. This is more so just a lot of natural market reactions going to happening. So that is very good, I believe, for the longevity of the coin. So I want to talk about Coinbase here and the delisting before I switch screens here. So I made a post maybe about 30 minutes ago. I was talking about it on X, and I was saying that the differences between the stock market and the crypto market are shrinking. And I believe that is the case. Just because if you look at what the community ultimately wants, if we're talking about decentralization or having money, more scarce than gold, like something for Bitcoin. Everybody's coming to the market for different reasons. But on the institutional side, the reasons are always the same, and that is to make money, that is to turn a profit. So if something presents a challenge to them where it is what they would deem is not worth the headache, or if it's not, if they can make money other ways without exerting that much effort, they'll typically go that direction. And that's kind of what I believe is happening with Coinbase, because a lot of the reasons that people are in crypto, this is one of the reasons why I say make sure that you withdraw your crypto out. There's no reason to have it on the exchange. And I think this is kind of happening with Doge and BTC specifically. I'm going to switch screens here. One sec, because I believe this is one of the reasons why it was kind of easy for them to make this decision. All right, going over to Twitter here now to Misha Bohr. So what we've in the community, especially with Doge and crypto, especially I know I've been doing on my channel here for the last few years, I've been pushing as far as for owning your own wallet, removing your coins. And I believe that they take into comparison the amount of coins that's purchased on their website compared to the amount of coins that are not being held on their website, but are being transferred to their own wallets. They're saying, hey, a lot of these purchases that we're seeing here are not generating the transactional value. They're not keeping them on the site in proportions to where you can make additional revenue from them, whether that be lending for short, stuff like that. So they're just buying the coins, moving the coins, and then so pretty much a lot of these transactions are like one-time deals. And if you add on the complexity of saying that, okay, well, this presenting some additional challenges to us, they're saying, okay, well, the profit isn't there like it used to be. So I believe that kind of led to a quick decision to be able to kind of get rid of these coins here to get them off of the site. I think Misha Bohr agrees somewhat. He posted this yesterday, actually, so I'm going to read this so you can kind of get an idea of, and I've read this prior, so I do agree with this as well. So we're somewhat similar on the same page. Coinbase payments, I'm going to put his handle here. Coinbase payments no longer support native Bitcoin, Dogecoin, Litecoin payments because it was too challenging without smart contracts. Only users with Coinbase account will be able to pay using UTXO-based coins. Coinbase payments and Coinbase payment gateway, which merchants could integrate into their stores. This is the same company who built their reputation on top of Bitcoin and its promises. Very important here. This year, I wish you could just highlight that. Very true, very important. As I said countless times, exchanges are not your friends. Never rally behind folks like Brian Armstrong or other exchange CEOs. They are just businessmen without interest for the cryptocurrencies, but only for profit and power over the market. Facts. They cannot be advocates for the most important promises of the tech, which are decentralization, permissionlessness, and privacy. Facts. If you have to use exchanges for trading, then withdraw. If you are a merchant interested in crypto for long-term benefits, it can provide your customers use third-party tools not built by these centralized parties. I agree. This is here by Lauren Dowling. This is a part of a thread here, so you can click on this and go to it. But I'll just read this excerpt here because this is kind of like the highlight. Delivering these same capabilities of the Bitcoin blockchain without smart contracts and stablecoin was challenging, and we therefore made the difficult decision to remove native Bitcoin and other UTXO support. So that is pretty much where this thing is kind of coming as far as we're taking these coins off of Coinbase. And again, I believe that it has to be a profit. And I think that I kind of believe what Misha was already saying as far as for coins coming off of these exchanges. I believe that was already happening to a degree where it wasn't profitable. Because let's be honest here, if they were making a killing, if this was 2020, 2021, and people were just buying coins and selling them every other day, if the average turnaround time was 48 hours and they were making an absolute fortune off of transactions, this would not be happening. But the market's kind of calmed down. People have learned a lot. They're either buying and holding, or they're buying and withdrawing from the exchanges. That's not in the best interest of the exchange. So this is kind of leading to that, especially if you add additional trouble on there, like I was saying, to make it a little bit more difficult. It's okay, well, we're not seeing the numbers here. Let's keep mostly some highly volatile coins on here where a lot of trading is going on, so we can stack up those transaction fees and turn a profit. That's my humble opinion of what's going on here behind the scenes. So you guys can let me know what you think in the comment section. There is a few the different wallets out there. I still use Ledger. I still like Ledger. It still has a wide variety of coins that are available for that you can actually purchase and use on there, versus something like I know Translator's out there as well. And there's a few others. You have Dogecoin wallet. That's fine, especially if you are primarily in Doge. If you have other cryptos, I would still, in my opinion, I still use Ledger. So I'll have a link for them in the description. If you have not got one yet, it's very important that you do. I believe that going forward, we're probably going to see similar things happening, especially with a lot of the new cryptos coming out. You already see a lot of catalysts saying what's going to be the new Doge of the next bull run, the new Shiba, the new PP, all these new, they're saying, okay, what's going to be the next one that's going to run 100,000%. So just kind of keep that in mind here with these exchanges popping up. I know we have that consolidation that we talked about, but ultimately power, control, greed, all of that's still going to be major factors into the market. And you have evidence of this farther with a lot of the big institutions coming into the market as well. Don't think that just because they're coming in and starting ETFs that they're going to change their ways compared to what they do in the stock market. No. It doesn't matter the market. Power, greed, control, all of that still transfers. It's very fluid throughout all markets where there's money to be made. So keep that in mind. Let me know your guys' thoughts on Coinbase, the pending run that we have for Doge coming up. And I will see you guys in the next video. And don't forget, if you don't have something like a Ledger, or Dogecoin wallet's free. If you want something like a Ledger, I'll have a link in the description section. Let me know your thoughts and concerns, and I will see you guys in the next video.